Everybody, Robin Hyatt here. I am having my morning coffee, and this is in my Raggedy Ann mug. And I wanted to show you a few things before we get started. We're going to do several things today. We have a couple divination rods. I have a new recording. I wanted to show you a couple calendars here. So this is, let's see, this is a Bigfoot calendar. And it is, let me see how I can do this. There we go. And I ordered this. It's from an artist, Michael, and it's WAWRZYNIEC. I can't say his last name. He was on a Bigfoot site, and so I've wanted a Bigfoot calendar, and so it's pretty cool. And these are all his paintings of Sasquatch. So they're pretty cool. So I think it was Bigfoot of Montana he had a link to. And so I got his calendar to support him, and I wanted one, and I think it's awesome. It's amazing. His painting is not only amazing of the Sasquatch, but look at this background. Look how much time that took him to paint all that. Every leaf he had to paint is just amazing. So there you go. You can see it a little bit better there. So that is that. It's Bigfoot paintings. I think it's on Amazon too, by Michael. I can't say his last name. So that is that. And my calendar, I decided to put a calendar out. This is my first calendar that I've ever put out of my art for 2019. So it's Robin Hyatt's art calendar. I do a lot of mermaid paintings, as you will see here. I have a Zen painting. This just came out of my head, so one day maybe I'll understand what this means. But I do see these gray beans with blue eyes and white, kind of blonde hair. And they're very chiseled in their facial tones, very square jaw, kind of a shorter neck, very large eyes, and they're kind of like ice aqua eyes and big lips. They also have these type of hats that they wear that remind me of the pyramids kind of. So I just painted what I saw in my head. And this is my Christ consciousness painting. And I love this one. This one, my favorite. This is my totem, my coyote totem. And I have a Raggedy Ann. So I have something for everybody on this one, and then the mermaids that's on this front cover. So there's that. This is on Hyatt Books and Designs. I always get that wrong. It's Hyatt Designs and Books. Hyatt Designs and Books on Etsy.com. I'll put the link below there, and you can look it up because it's my art. I have 3 Etsy stores. I have one for crystals, one for jewelry, and one for art. So there is that. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about divination rods just for a minute. We've covered quite a bit about that. Also, these are the brass rods. They have a brass handle. I found them. So these work just fine. These are great for beginners. You can find these on Amazon.com for a really good price. So I like all copper. That's just because I always use coppers. These are mine, but we can't find these anymore. But you can find these ones on Amazon.com, and they'll work just fine for beginners. So that is that. Also, I did a couple sessions yesterday. I didn't record them because they kind of were for me. So I wrote this here. This is CEDO. And I have just found out the last year that there are earth guides. And we have several guides. Every person has several guides, 5, 10, 15, 50, to guide you through your life. And these guides kind of come and go at different levels of your life. And I do now have an earth guide. Her name, or I guess they have no gender. It's an energy, CEDO. I asked if CEDO was correct in saying the name, and they said yes. And CEDO are earth guides. And actually, I did do channeling this morning, and I have today off. And so I felt to channel this morning. They wanted me to channel last night, but I have been having such extreme headaches in the frontal lobe of my head that usually it's when someone's around me with high energy, and it just blasts my head. So I just went to bed last night and slept it out, and now I feel so much better. So CEDO is going to talk to us. I feel this is one of these earth guides that have no body, and they'll kind of tell you about who they are. Um, and they have a mission to do. They've been here since the beginning of time, but they're coming forward stronger. And I think we humans need to know that all of this is for us. I mean, what a special thing that is to know that these guides, these Sasquatch, all this is here for us. And I think, oh, what was I thinking? When the Sasquatch, I know several people have talked that when they're in the woods and they hear a grunt like from the Sasquatch, they growl at them or grunt at them. Um, just think through a Sasquatch mind that that thing can break you in 2 seconds, and he can't touch you. You can't see him. But I think he wants you to know that he could take you out in just seconds, but he can't, because this experience, this earth, is for us. And he happens to be here for us, puny little humans. And I think sometimes, wouldn't you get frustrated if we deny this gift? Wouldn't you get frustrated if all they want to give us is at our hands and we deny that and we decide to live in medication, alcohol, drugs, depression, and we decide we choose that more than having these guides give us and lift us and give us the energy of love, the God source? Think about that. I think that's what we're trying to make you aware of, is that you have the power, and they are giving you a gift, and it's your choice to accept that gift. If you choose to accept that gift, your life will become amazing slowly this year. If you deny that gift, you will reside in the conundrum, in the prison of your own life. Even though you think your life is they'll kind of touch on this. I'm talking to more of a Christian base that live in fear. And the Bible, I love God. I love Jesus Christ. I um, can't wait to be with them again one day. I invite them into my home every day, several times a day, to clean my home and to bask in my home. But when you are tied to a teaching that is mingled with man, and it brings on fear of anything else, and it shuts down your mind to believing anything else, that's a problem. And that's a problem for you. And I was raised Mormon, like you know. So my mind, from a very young age, from 7 to 30, was totally manipulated. I was told what to think, dress, say, do, pay with my money. I was told to be obedient so I could attain to live with God and Jesus one day. If I did not follow these rules, then I would be cast out and Satan would have total control of me. It was a brave day for me to break out of Mormonism because I was breaking out of my mind control. And it took several years, and I was very scared, a lot of tears. But I know now how brave I was and how brave many people are that can break out of that mind control and not to rebel by any means, but to release themselves to bring in the greater love of God, because God is love. God doesn't want you to suffer. God doesn't want you to hate. God doesn't want you to be in fear. He has brought many things forward upon this earth to help us, lead us, guide us. And the end game is back to Him. That is always the end game, is to be back to source. I hope you guys understand that. Okay, I'm going to play this. The reason I'm not showing my face is because I haven't done my hair or makeup, so I don't want to scare you totally. So let me turn this on. Okay, it's 13
January
minutes.
6th, 2020.
Hope you can hear that.
Channeling session.
It took me a while to get into it because it was
I have arrived once again to speak to you now.
since we spoke the other night. CEDO.
I enjoy basking in the light of this vessel. It is a wave that is coming through the earth at this time. A wave of energy. This is destiny. This is to be so. This is to happen now. This has been discussed by the higher council. And this energy is awareness, awakening, activation. You will feel it, you will see it for those that are in the preparatory stages at this time. Many of you are wondering, what is to happen? No, it is wonderful. It is going to be wonderful. It will be beyond anything you could ever imagine. There is many in your world, human species, that will reside in fear, that will not listen to these words because of fear, because of what they've been trained to know and hear, and to fear anything else but what has been taught to them. We do not like fear, because fear cuts us out of the equation, and you get scared. You go back to what you know instead of progressing forward. It's hard for us to understand this when there's a better way, there's enlightenment, and it is given to you freely, and you do not take it because of fear. Fear resides in all of you because you have been raised in fear. fear of your own selves for the most part. Your social society, if that is your words, has promoted this fear to keep you controlled, suppressed, downhearted, medicated, ill. All these elements prevent you from seeing what we give you, which is from the God source. Please clear your minds, clear your bodies, clear out that society. Look for a new way of enlightenment because we have it for you. It is ready for you. It is in the wave. Don't let it pass you by, for there will only be one wave, and that will extend for the whole human calendar year. This wave is going to come and come and come, and it will pick those who are ready to hear, to evolve, to understand, to love, to grow, to accept the energy. For you see, it's beautiful. It's ongoing. It's elevating. It's stimulating. And it's love. All of you need to know that the God source is love. You have forgotten that. Many of you think you have it, but you do not, because you anger and you hate even those that are called religious. Anything that is new out of fear, you call the devil, which is so untrue. We feel sorry for you because you will not accept this energy, healing, elevation, and so you will be lost. For this year is for those that choose to come forth and be renewed. As you are renewed, you will forget all in a good way. Your mind of negativity will be cleared, and you will just look forward now. You will not look back. You will not care what others think. You will move forward in this light of energy that is coming across the earth at this time. Those that are seated and those that have this calling and know that this is happening, their intuition, psychic abilities, the veil will drop. You will see clearly. Magnificent things will come forward to you in your mind.
Very
your
strong.
thoughts.
Yes.
You will be
Very
changed.
strong.
You will have a happiness you've never known because you will have the clarity of mind, because you will see clear,
When it points over here like this,
which will make you joyous inside.
it's pointing to an energy.
And how can this be a bad thing when you are full of love and joy? Your God source has brought this forward. We have accepted the calling to keep the wave going throughout the year. It is our responsibility. As you see, we are the earthbound souls. We are made from the earth. We are made of the earth. We are bound to the earth. We are energy. We are not human. We do not have bodies, we are energy. We are partakers of the earth. We are seekers of the earth. We are walkers of the earth. We walk by you, we stand by you, and we give you energy when need be. For you see, we are those that are helping this evolution, the divinity of the new age. It is to be so. It is our assignment. There are many steps that we were going to go through now. This is step 1. So this year, those that are awakening, those that are seeing, those that are activated, meditate, open your minds in love. Place love in your heart. Place love in your heart as it will penetrate to your families. It will take time for them to understand your change, but they will embrace it because they will see your happiness and they will want that. The world will stay the same. You will still have to fight the good fight. You will still have what this world puts upon you in your societies, but you will have something special to hold on to because you will know that it's time for you to step out and be prepared. This is your time. You have a year to prepare yourself in no other way or fashion but love. Let us speak to you, speak through you, lift you. All the things that will be told to you will be through the God Source, through love. We are an extension of the God Source. You need to understand there's many extensions of the God Source. The God Source cannot do this on his own. He needs extensions, angels. He has created us to do so. We are on the earth. We can never leave the earth. For you are on the earth, and we are here for you. We were created for you. We are created for nature. We are earthbound energy. We move freely. You see our source at sometimes. As round balls of light, we can permeate the earth. We fix the earth, and we are energy. We are energy. We are energy. We love you. We love you because the God Source loves you. That you need to break out of your society rules in your mind.
My heater just started.
You must still obey society, but in your mind, do not let it control you as it has in the past. We can see who has been activated, and we will help you. We will stand by you. You will feel us like the wind on your face. You will know that is us. Those that are like this vessel, that are deep-seated, star seeds, key holders. We are changing the DNA. For there will be a time when these beings will be called forth, these human beings. And they will help you, lead you, guide you, give you information as of now. You will understand. You must go. We have given you good information for this year. Also, prepare yourselves for food and water. Give yourself enough food and water for months. I hear that this is called food preparation. Have it, for you will need it in the future. We think we know.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to expand upon that. I think we've said everything we've needed to say. For those that are here and are listening to these words, I commend you for being here. This site is growing, this YouTube site, and this YouTube site is for you. And it's for me to do work and give you information. And then it is your choice of what you want to do with the information. I'm just in a preparatory way right now, and I am to just do this to bring it to you. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me. I will try to track down this gentleman's site for those that want a Bigfoot calendar, and then I will put on my site too if you want of my art that I did for 2019 for the 2020 calendar. It turned out really beautiful. I'm really happy with it. You guys, peace out. And I recommend that each one of you, from wherever you get it, either I have a store or you have stores locally, if they carry the Brazilian Lemurian seeded crystal, and what you do is you hold it in your hand and you see if it resonates with you. People that buy my crystals, it speaks to them and they purchase it. So it has to be something that is naturally that you feel is something that you wanted. That's how I purchased both these um, from a person in Brazil, because both these crystals spoke to me, and these are the ones I channel with. And I will never give these up because they are mine, and they are mine to give information to you, and they give me energy. And crystals are from the earth. And what is the earth? It's God's heart. So the crystals are from God's heart. And we have earth guides now that we've always had, but is something I've just learned about. And they're called SEDO, CEDOs. And you call them CEDO. And they will be with you, and they are with you. And as they said, when you feel the wind on your face, that is them. Peace out, guys. Have a good day. Love you all.